Good morning, children. We are discussing our second chapter. Do you know which is our second chapter? That is multiplication and division of fractions. We have studied how to multiply and divide fractions. And we have discussed the combination of multiplication and division of fractions. And today we are going to discuss some word problems. Word problems means related to this multiplication and division of fractions. Okay, so we can discuss the questions from exercise 2.3. Okay, then first question. A square measures 6 centimeter on each side. What is 1 by 3 of the perimeter of the square? A square measures 6 centimeter on each side. We have a square. Okay, a square. Suppose any square, we can name it as A, B, C, D. A square measures 6 centimeter on each side. What is 1 by 3 of the perimeter of the square? Then its length 6 centimeter. Each side will be 6 centimeter. Okay, we need to find 1 by 3 of the perimeter of the square. So to find the 1 by 3 of the perimeter, first of all we need to find the perimeter. Okay, then what is perimeter of a square? We have a formula to find the perimeter. What is that? 4 into, yes, perimeter means total length of this boundary. Total length of the sides. Then total length of the sides means here we have 4 sides. Then we need to add the 4 sides. Here all the 4 sides are equal. So 4 into side. So perimeter of a square means equal to 4 into side or 4s. S means side. Here S means 6. 4 into side. That is 4 into 6. 24 centimeter. That is the perimeter of the square. Okay. Next we need to find the 1 by 3 of the perimeter. Then 1 by 3 of perimeter equal to 1 by 3 of perimeter means 1 by 3 of 24. Of means we have studied the operation of. Of means multiplication. So 1 by 3 into 24. And we already studied how to multiply a fraction and a whole number. Okay, first we have to remove the common factors 3 and 24. 1 here 8. Then 1 into 8, that is 8 centimeter. So 1 by 3 of the perimeter means 8 centimeter. Okay, so 8, that is the 1 by 3 of the perimeter of the given square. Clear? Simple question. Okay, then next question. In a class of 45 students, 2 by 5 are girls. The rest are boys. How many are girls and how many are boys? In a class of 45 students, 2 by 5 are girls. The rest are boys. How many are girls and how many are boys? Okay, so total students, 45 students are there in total, and 2 by 5 of the total students, that is 2 by 5 of total students means 45 students. So 2 by 5 of 45. Okay, that many girls are there. If we are getting 2 by 5 of 45, we will get the number of boys also. Okay. Then total students. Total students 45. Then number of girls. Equal to number of girls means 2 by 5 of total students. 2 by 5 of total students. What is this 2 by 5 of total? That is 2 by 5 into 45. Okay, then 2 by 5 into 45, fraction into whole number. So first of all, we need to remove the common factors 5 and 45. How many 5s are there in 45? 9. So 2 into 9, 18 girls. Okay, 2 by 5 of 45 girls. So 2 by 5 of 45 is 18 girls. Listen, total students 45 and girls 18. Then how can we find the boys? Number of boys. Equal to 45 minus 18. Here total 45 students are there. Out of that 45, 2 by 5 are girls. That means 2 by 5 into 45. It is 18. So if there are 18 girls, number of boys means 45 minus 8. Okay. So how many? 27. 27 boys. Any doubt? Simple question. Okay. Then we can discuss the third question, that is next question means third question. Third question means I am discussing the question, fifth question. Okay, 2 by 5 of an auditorium is filled with the students and the rest are teachers and parents. Of the students, 1 by 6 are girls. What fraction of auditorium is filled with girl students? Listen, 2 by 8 of an auditorium is filled with students. Then 2 by 8 of the auditorium is filled with students. Okay, and remaining, the rest are teachers and parents. Then of the students, that is 2 by 8. 2 by 8 of the auditorium is filled with students. And of this, that means 2 by 8 of the student, 1 by 6 are girls. What fraction of auditorium is filled with girl students? That we have to find. So, 2 by 8 of the auditorium is filled with students. And 1 by 6 of this 2 by 8 is girl students. So, we need to find what fraction of auditorium is filled with girl students. Okay, so 2 by 8 of the auditorium is 2 by 8 of the auditorium. 2 by 8 of the auditorium is filled with the students. 2 by 8 of the auditorium is filled with students, and the rest are teachers and parents of the students, and 1 by 6. 1 by 6 of what is girl students? 1 by 6 of 2 by 8 is girls. 1 by 6 of this, that means 2 by 8 of the auditorium is filled with the students, and of this 1 by 6 girls. 1 by 6 of this 2 by 8 is girls. Okay, so we need to find 1 by 6 of 2 by 8. Then what fraction of the auditorium is filled with girls? That is 1 by 6 into 2 by 8, which is equal to 1 by 6 into 1 by 4. That is 1 by 24. So 1 by 24 of the auditorium is filled with the girls. Okay, very simple. First of all, it is given that 2 by 8 of the total member, 2 by 8 of the total members in the auditorium is students. Out of this 2 by 8, 1 by 6 are girls. That is 1 by 6 of this 2 by 8 is girls. That is 1 by 6 into 2 by 8. 1 by 6 into 2 by 8 means 1 by 6 into 1 by 4. 2 by 8. What is the common factor in 2 and 8? 2. That is 1 by 4. So 1 by 6 into 1 by 4 is 1 by 24. So 1 by 24 of the auditorium is filled with girl students. Okay, you have to, first of all, you have to write these questions in your notebook. After that, you have to solve the homework. Okay, the homework questions is from exercise 2.3. Then from 2.3, we have discussed question, first question, third question, and fifth question. So you have to take second question and fourth question as homework. Okay, try to do the homework, and if there is any doubt, you can call me. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.